Here on a Saturday doing another lovely video. Just had two people come down for a viewing. Sold a car this morning. It's busy. It's busy enough. Not getting the prep side done, but we're slowly picking up. Got a Megane here today. Lovely little Megane. There's the people I just done the viewing on. This, not Megane, Clio. This come in for, was it this one with the window reg? No. This had the headlight. Yeah, this had the headlight. I think it was on the other video. Headlight, CV boot, end up putting a shaft in it. And what did I do? I done something else. Anyway, focus in the corner, not made much progress with that, still need an engine. Got a lovely little Part X Modus. Had a few people on the DS3, no keen buyers. Had a lovely couple on this C-Max yesterday, also interested in the Mocha. Lovely weather today. Yeah, also interested in the Mocha. They potentially might come back. We've had a lot of people recently that they just don't know what they want to buy. I think there's too many options of cars out there. We had a chap come down a minute ago who wants a Corsa or a Fiesta. We got a Corsa, didn't even look at it. Got a Fiesta, that one's diesel, but still didn't even look at it. So I don't think they know what they want. I recommended a 108 because they're the best first time cars, but the guy's 6'5", so they're not going to fit in it. Options are a bit weird at the minute, to be honest. Options are a bit weird. You'd think that we would have had the people sat in the Fiesta or the Corsa, get a feel for it, especially with the height, but wasn't too keen. So maybe we can source a car specifically for them, which I've given the option to do that. We'll soon find out. It's been a little bit stagnant with some of these older cars at the minute. Had a bit of stock around for a little while. We're just dropping prices, going to start shifting some of the older stuff and getting in some newer stuff. We just don't have the room at the minute. We've got too many cars, too many older cars, which we want to sell, and we want to get some nice new stock in, like 13, 14, 15, 16 plates. We're getting there. We're getting there. I have a few little new things today, so I might run around this Modus quick. I might do its own little video for the Modus. I'll get onto that in a minute. Chrysler's had an ECU. Corsa is a nightmare. C1's still here, just need ticketing and then they're going. C4 making progress. Very slow progress, but we're making progress. What'd I do? Fit the starter motor, but we need to do some coding to get that to work. Yeah, so we fitted these pads, sent it away, road tested it before, sent it away. Customer called up next day, got a bit of a brake bind. So we had it back in, cleaned it up to a better standard than one of our lads had done. Oh, not that it was bad, there was just a little bit of dirt in under the caliper carrier where the pads sit. So we thought, oh, that's it, it's not sitting properly. So put it all back together, road tested it, and I got back and I was like, all right, drive's fine. And I thought, I'll stick my head by the wheel, see how hot it was. Now this was the other day, it is heat wave, it's scorching hot. And what I found was that it was scorching hot, as you'd expect, but hotter than you'd expect. So when I stuck my head down, I was like, this is not right, it's way too hot. So I put the thermal imaging camera on it. Even though it drove good, I'd done 30 miles on it, no problems, but I was like, this is too hot. So put the thermal imaging camera on it. 114 degrees on the disc and 145 degrees on the caliper. Now that is extortionately crazy when the back, which has done the same distance, 30 miles, were only 45 degrees. So then we're like, okay, speak to the customer, see what they say. And he mentioned about it slightly pulling to the left, which he believed was because the brake was binding. It may have been binding, but now we know that, and now we know that they're working fine, the calipers work fine, the pads are good, the discs are good, everything's good. I was like, it has to be the ABS module. Has to be. So, like I said, spoke to the customer, and when he said about it pulling left, I was like, hell yeah, that is it. So we're going to strip the ABS module out, send that away and get that redone. This little yellow Seat Leon has been quite fun. It's an old school 1.6 engine. The bonnet's still up. No, I'm not opening it. I could open it. Yeah, it's an 07 plate, Seat Leon. By the way, that's not touching. There is a gap there. It's just very close. I'm a skilled driver. So, old school engine. No coil pack, just a ignition module as such, which is essentially the coil pack. HT leads and spark plug setup. So I've never done one of these, which is crazy because you think, oh, it's only 07, it's not that old. I've only been doing the mechanical side for about 2 years. At a stretch, properly a year, but around about 2 years. I've been working here for 7, so I know about cars. And I know about HT leads and stuff, but I've never been interested in taking a car apart up until 2 years ago. So this is the first one I've had to do, which is quite fun, quite easy, to be honest. I prefer coil packs. It's definitely easier than messing around with the HT leads and whatever, but they're not hard to do. That one was just a little bit awkward because the manifold's in the way. You got to get a UJ and undo the spark plugs that way, but it was a decent little job. We're going to get new coil pack, ignition module, whatever you want to call it, spark plugs and HT leads, and that little gem's going to run lovely, and that cylinder one misfire will be gone. What else I got? Agin caravan. Don't know what we've done to that, honestly. Mocha is another reason I'm happy to do a video today. So we're doing major engine surgery to this little bad boy. Look at that. So you got brand new chain kit in there, brand new guides, brand new timing cover on its way, which we're just waiting for. And this little gem will be a peach. The last MOT had only done 50k. I'm not sure what the mileage is now, but it is a gem. A low mileage gem. I can't check it because I'd say the battery's off. Someone's put the battery back on. So let's just take that off again. There we go. Right. So yeah, this little peach, 15 plate. Lovely, lovely, lovely car. And look at that. That's why it's a gem. So this little automatic Mocha is now my favourite car. 15 years old, lovely colour, parking sensors, decent spec. It's an ex-Bristol Street Motors car. That fallen through. Look at that. It's got a bit of damage here, which you need to sort, get around to our lovely painters. And once that timing chain's on, it'll be sweet. Now it didn't snap the chain. What it had done is punched a hole through the timing cover. I don't know where the old timing cover is. It's here somewhere. But yeah, right down there, it punched a hole through and it was leaking oil. So it only come in for the oil leak, and unfortunately we've condemned the chain. So customer didn't want to keep the car. They valued it scrap, and they were going to scrap it, so we gave them scrap money for it. I think it's a gem. I think they're silly to have done that, but hey, you can only take the horse to water. And to be fair, it makes it a gem for us. They wanted to get rid of it. We want a nice car to sell. We're going to make it a nice car to sell, so everyone's a winner. Audi A6. Got some nice damage there, look. Originally it come in a couple months ago, and the owner, the father, didn't even know about the damage here. It'd been done by someone else that drove it. Anyway, we have on this a noisy arm, we believe. It's got this tiny minor knock when it drives. It's so minor, but we think it's this arm. We think that the bolt wasn't done up properly and it's elongated the hole maybe. Just need to pop the ball joint off and we're going to check it compared to the new one. But it has had 8 arms. We think it was that. We think so, but we're not sure. Not sure yet, but we'll get there. We're going to get there. There's the new arm. So I think it's okay. I think that hole looks the same size as that hole. Might get like a micrometer or something to measure the hole, or a little ruler, something. Anyway, that's nearly it. I've got, what else have I got? So the postman's 207. Unfortunately, he got a parking ticket because he left on double yellows, which he's going to contest. But coming for a snap fan belt, which I think they believe to be a broken wire. But when we seen the snap belt, I knew it was 100% that. Sirocco come in the other day, and it had cylinder 1 and cylinder 3. No. This had camshaft correlation codes, crankshaft correlation codes, as well as loads of other codes, but the main issue is the crankshaft correlation. Now it does run rough, but I think I figured it out. I think the chain's stretched or a guide's gone. It's common on these 1.4 TSIs. We condemned another one of these for it snapping. This one I think is just stretched because it's still running. It's running lovely. I don't know if I want to do a chain. Hopefully one of the other mechanics get it, because I like my simple stuff. I don't mind doing a clutch. I don't mind doing this, that and the other. I don't mind tedious work, but a chain's just not really for me yet. Not really for me. I mean, I'd do it if I had to. But if you said to me, oh, do you want to do a timing chain? My answer's going to be no. Anyway, we're going to get that done. Either me or one of the mechanics would do it. To be fair, if I do it, I'll do it properly and I'll do it right, which is exactly what we all want. The customer wants that, I want that, everybody else that supports us wants that. I just get a bit nervous with the big jobs, but we'll get there. Anyway, Modus, back to the Modus. Now, just taking this part exchange for a small price. Needs a couple things. Let's get the fucking key on. Steering lock is on. Right. So clutch is alright, so that's a winner. I was gonna scrap it, but I might have changed my mind, to be honest. It needs a couple things. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do any of it, or what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna trade it, scrap it, give enough money that I could get away with scrapping it. I think Trent's give £148 for this. No driver's window look, and it's 27 degrees, something like that. I'm boiling Saturday right now, but the passenger window works. So, small win. No aircon. Got a taped up gear stick, that's better with that door open. Seats work, that's broke. Might get some, like a sticky Velcro tab and just put that down. Everything looks alright in it, to be honest. Everything does look alright. We've got 2 keys, got a logbook. Let's have a look around it. So this is 16 valve, I think I think it's 1200. I think it's a 1200 Modus. It's 12 or 1400, something like that. So 2005. It's not a 6 plate. It's late 2005. These are headlights polishing. It's got a little scrape there on the bumper. Nothing major though. Little scrape there. Might clean this up and do something with it. The roof's a bit, it ain't been washed in a while yet. Look at the moss there. It's definitely not had a clean or any love, but it ain't a bad car. These are a nightmare to do bulbs on. You've got to drop the bumper to do a bulb on this. Absolute nightmare of a job on a Modus. Not my kind of thing. I hate taking bumpers off. Anything with plastic, just leave me alone. I don't want to do a door card. I don't want to do a bumper. Just, I'd happily do some tyres. Most people are going to be like, I hate tyres. I don't care. I'd happily do a tyre. It's predictable. Set of brakes, predictable. Dropping a bumper off is easy, yeah. But you don't know if a tab's going to snap, and then you've got to get the fitment lined up right. I'm so heavy-handed that I might just break it without even trying. The oil filler cap was stuck. Oh, bit of condensation in there. But I had to put some grips on it to undo it, and I just cracked that. But luckily it's got an internal cap within it. So yeah, it's got a bit of condensation there. I might have to check it for head gasket, see if the head's alright. If it passes the sniff test, then I might trade it. But if it doesn't, probably going to go to scrapyard. I might stick it on Facebook for like 250 quid. Deal with some messes to get it gone, but don't know if it's worth the hassle, to be honest. I really don't know. Anyway, needs that door, that window sorting. Needs the head checking. Other than that, it's okay. I think it's got a decent ticket. I have to have a look at the MOT history, but that tyre's alright. That tyre's alright. A dent there. That tyre's okay. That tyre's okay, so it does look like it's been decently looked after. And the lady was really nice, to be honest. It's got a decent bar to battery on there, which is not, you know, your cheap shit. No Starline. That's a bit loud. I think it's alright. Now, take a guess at what I paid for this. If you guessed, then let's hope you're right. So it was £150 for this little beautiful Modus, which could potentially have the head gasket gone. Who knows? It might be alright, it might not. I'm gonna have to do some check-in. But it runs alright and it drives alright. It's a shame about the window in this heat. But it could be a little gem. Well, not a gem, but for the money I paid, it'll be a gem. Let's just hope the head's okay, because I'm assuming, as everyone will be, when you see that condensation, that's it gone. But is it down to poor servicing and whatever? Could be. Could it just be condensation because the cap wasn't sealed properly? Could be. It did spit a bit of oil. It's hard to say. I'm going to test the head. We'll see what comes back, but I might trade it out. I might send it to the scrapyard. We'll see. I think that's it now. I've covered everything else. Sirocco, 207, Seat. I've done a window regulator on a Skoda Fabia the other day. That was a bit of a nightmare. I think I might have a little video on that. Polo's got electrical problems with the window, which not for me. I don't like windows. Oh, what else have I got? This Connect. Might just jump onto this quick. This Connect come in for suspected turbo. The guy don't want to put a turbo on it without knowing it's a turbo, which makes sense. 208 is nearly done. Window's down. Just need to get the window up. This is the only thing it's waiting on is the window. Anyway, 208 Connect. Needed a turbo. We suspected. Chap didn't want to pay without knowing it's the turbo. So I said, no problem. We'll get it in. I'll 100% either tell you it's the turbo or tell you it's not the turbo before we do a turbo, because you don't want to be paying 600 quid and being out of pocket. So gone through our checks, smoked it, kept checking it, blah blah blah, and believed it was EGR related. Now it's had a reconned EGR on it, so it was like, oh, okay, maybe it's a cheap one. The guy said it was a high quality, so one of our mechanics, Tom, was looking at it. I wasn't doing it personally, and then all of a sudden he found the EGR cooler was blocked, and I was like, okay. So we pulled the EGR cooler out, and boom, split pipe on the EGR cooler. Just where it joins in, it snapped, and that was obviously the fault. So I'm going to do that with the door open. So yeah, we're going to put a EGR cooler on it. I don't think we need to do the cooler. I think it's just the pipe that it connects to. I'm not 100% sure because I've not done the job, but I'm not getting out there, am I? But yeah, we've as I said, we successfully have diagnosed the car as I promised the customer we would do, without fitting a turbo on a whim, which is good because he's already had an injector fitted, a MAF, a MAP, the EGR, loads of stuff done, and not fixed the fault. So I'm quite happy that I've done what I said I'd do, and I've got a happy customer, a happy team, and a happy car. We've done the service on the truck as well. Don't know if we can see. Yeah, look at that. It's all greased up, all the body. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Got a flat tyre here, which might have to get a tyre for. But done the oil filter, fuel filter, air filter, all that shit. Truck's looking a bit better. She can keep on the road. I think it needs to go to VOSA, DVSA, whatever it's got to go to next month, next week, and then that'll have a fresh ticket and we can keep using the truck. So I've had a pretty successful week, to be honest. A few things have gone out, a few things have come in, got some happy customers. Everything's pretty good. Let me know in the comments below, what should we do with the Modus? Scrap it, sell it, trade it? I need to do a sniff test, but we'll have a look. We'll see what we find. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more. See you on the next one.